Oh my God! Thank
Thank
you,
you.
Farron. Diedrich, please roll
Yeah.
a d20,
Thank you,
and you can
Farron.
just do
It
this
was
through
going
roll
to
20.
happen regardless, and also I didn't know this was going to happen. I was just actually trying to make
What does
conversation.
that mean?
Oh,
it's-
nat 20! Nat 20! Nat 20!
And he's
Okay.
What was
cured.
that for?
Next, you know, he's super corrupted.
You do not gain a level of contamination.
Hey, you're welcome. See, there's that nat 20 you wanted.
Coming back from our break, Diedrich and Farron have just completed their little private conversation, and they have rejoined the rest of the party inside of the house. To be clear, just as a minor little note, you guys technically haven't hit level 3 yet, just in case anybody was trying to fight Diedrich tonight. So,
Good
any
luck.
conversation you guys would like to have before you go to bed, you're welcome to have it here. Keep in mind you do conceptually at least have a full journey to the city tomorrow, so you can talk things there as well. So I will open up the floor to you guys, though.
I'm gonna approach Farron.
Please, for the love of God, please just talk out in the open. It's the
Sorry.
four of you guys. It's a party. Just talk.
So can you tell me more about the flame?
What was your question with Flame?
Well, I just don't know much about them, and you seem very interested in them.
Well, it's a little bit of how I grew up. You may have not known, I'm actually from Drakkenheim, and me and my sister, and potentially more, maybe, escaped the city whenever the meteor crashed. So they were actually my upbringing. We went to an orphanage, and where I thought my sister died, we got separated into different sects. My sect was more to root out corruption. Hers were more of being a keeper of the flame. So my whole background is the religious side of it. The sect I had, the monastic one, there is some potential corruption happening in the church, and there's also a new sect that came that we saw the other night, the Fallen Flame, or I forget what exactly it was called.
It was the Fallen Flame. Light of the
think it was.
Fallen Flame.
You're right. So right now the church is a little bit split.
DM, are we
And
bad?
One moment, just to jump in here. By the way,
go for it.
Farron, I forgot to send you a message that you
Oop.
can read kind of as this conversation is happening. I know you're good at multitasking.
Okay.
But anyway, I'm sorry. Continue.
On the spot.
Yes, I apologize.
Oh God. Okay.
Not read out to the party.
Oh yeah, I know that, but I was just looking. I was like, oh, this is a message.
Yes. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So with the church, so there's the initial Saint Tana, who originally kind of a barbaric sort of woman, found herself with finding her calling and being the first paladin. The church really tries to uproot just religion, kind of hold typically what you expect: do good, root out evil. But what exact question do you have? Are you just like the principles, or?
No, I just really don't like authority figures in general, so it seems like they have a big, hold on things, and magic is for funsies, so I was just curious. You seem really upsetty about the scepter thing.
I feel like the church, while it does have its own expectations of followers, I feel like the restrictions on magic is more governmental than church-bound.
That's fair. I just never know with these things. They're all kind of the same to me.
It's same thing, but different names. It's all a little bit different. But yes, while you bring it up, I do have an issue with this scepter going to Mel. While I understand that he claims to have right to it because he's from Emberwood, Emberwood is not exactly part of Drakkenheim, and he has no claim to this religious relic. And he has also gave no information on why he wants it.
Well, I just assume that someone's buying it that wants it, so...
To me, it does matter, as you can kind of see how I grew up, and while I've been fine with all the kind of shenanigans our group's doing between both keeping his delirium, us helping you for your dog, and helping Diedrich fight giants, I would think maybe something like this, a bone could be thrown my way.
Do you know about it?
So you would
do I have to do a history check on the stand? Do I know specifically about the scepter of Brienne?
Um.
Also, I need to
So
get reading this message.
yeah. So let me. So that's a good point. Let me just kind of soliloquy a little bit about maybe filling in a little bit of stuff that Farron probably would have said to you. Um. So first of all, Emberwood Village would definitely, absolutely be considered part of Drakkenheim. It is probably the closest village that's like outside of the city proper, and literally everyone who lives in Drakkenheim now lives in Emberwood Village. So um so that's that. In terms of quote unquote what is the flame is the predominant religion on the continent. um there is kind of a long lasting triple-headed battle between the church, the monarchs, and the mages of the Amethyst Academy. The church is kind of famous for leading pretty brutal purges against magic users. um
Was it the
uh
church? I thought it was the academy that had that whole, like, as soon as you have magic, wished away to a tower.
Well, so the Academy does that to quote unquote, and this is all kind of covered in the Edicts of Lumen. Uh,
Okay.
so the Academy kind of has the right to teach kids in the ways of magic. Um, the Church and the Monarchs kind of have the responsibility to make sure the magic users don't get out of hand. Um, the the Yeah, and the church has kind of led some brutal purges against magic users in the past. I think that
That's the rub.
yeah.
Right. And
In terms of the scepter, Mel only referred to it as quote unquote a scepter. So it's not necessarily the scepter of Saint Brenna. It is just within the crypt of Saint Brenna.
right, and as I said, there may be some hints of corruption within the church, so I'm not exactly trying to give it back to them, but more so trying to keep it safe from people who would either abuse it or squander it.
So, in the sense of
Well,
the bone, I think we should explore this and seek out corruption.
Seek out
wouldn't you
corruption
want to
how?
know?
Well, I mean, if someone's looking for something, then
So we give this scepter, the holy relic, to a seedy man who runs an underground bar and pays for delirium.
that's where the
But
best
it sounds like
Danielus, what do you
any.
Danielus, what
It
do you
sounds
think
like
about that?
It sounds like anyone could get it at any time. So wouldn't you want us to know where it's going? And that
Right.
guy has
And
Blackjack has not led my family wrong. I trust him.
well, while you trust him, that's a little bit of just happenstance on your part. He gave your mom a job, so I feel like I might be a little bit clouded.
I say we table this conversation until after
I
this
am all
is in our
for
hands.
Yeah, I'm all for hunting for the scepter and seeing if we can find it, and we'll go from there. But I can say I will have issue if we give it to this man.
We might not
If
even
anything, it'll be safer with our party than it will be with this dude, or with the church, perhaps, until we find out where
So
it should
does
go.
It very
so
well
this
might
scepter
not be
does
even
give magic
there.
powers?
While I am not quite exactly sure what scepter he speaks of, because all we have is a item and a location. Once we get there, we can find more. And how about we put it at that?
that's fair.
I'm fine with that.
We have a whole journey to talk about this. If any questions arise,
Okay, nap time.
right? I'm just gonna flip out my bedroll and just tuck in a corner.
Diedrich's gonna dig into his pack and pull out a shiny spoon,
Okay.
stare at his reflection in this spoon, kind of
What?
pinch and pull at his face, take a little bit of hair, wrap it around this spoon, tie it up, and stick it into his pocket, and then get ready for bed.
Okay,
I
awesome.
open the window and do parkour out jump into my house.
You don't have a house. You're a homeless boy.
He means
I
he's
have
gonna
a
go
little
to
hut.
his mom's house.
Yeah.
So, as the party beds down for the night, Bulk, is there anything you wanted to do before you go to bed? Just as a
I
matter of
sleep
fairness.
within the withdrawn state, just FYI.
Okay. Very good. As the party settles down for bed, Bulk withdraws into his shell. Farron tucks alone by himself, and Diedrich is carving away at a small block of wood, I imagine. And Daniels jumps out the window to go sleep at his mom's house.
I must sleep with mothers.
With that, dawn breaks, and the party wakes up. And with that, the party is leveled up to level 3. And very briefly, I'm talking less than 30 seconds, give us a quick rundown on kind of what you got going on with level 3. Farron, kick us off.
All right, so starting off with level 3, I get my monastic tradition, which is going to be the Way of Mercy. So now I can also have more ways to heal people and harm people. I also get proficiency with a couple different skills, being medicine and I think insight. So, and I also get proficiency with the herbalism kit. So I can start potentially making stuff if we find herbs that aren't corrupted. But yeah, it's mainly going to be more healing, more damage.
Cool. On to Bulk.
And now
So everybody's gotten their subclass, by the way. So
yeah, so now I'm a like official like artificer. So now I have my homunculus servant, which I could have technically made earlier, but I needed the thing. But now I also have my eldritch cannon. So those will be coming up shortly, probably while we're doing the journeying to manufacture those, and then I can do artificer like shenanigans.
Okay, very good. Diedrich.
Diedrich had last night made a little totem, my little spoon, wrapped it with hair, and I am a totem of the bear barbarian. And whenever I go into a rage, I turn into get bear attributes, so like get hairy and stuff. I take resistance rolls on everything that damages me besides physical attacks.
I believe
and-
it's psychic, if I'm not mistaken.
No,
Psychic damage.
Is that true? Did I read that
Yeah.
wrong?
I'm sorry. I may have interpreted it wrong. Basically, you're resistant to all damage besides psychic damage while you're raging.
I believe he's right.
That's way better, but I
Yes.
definitely read physical, but dyslexia for the win. So
Yes, indeed.
and I can speak with animals, and I have 3 rage charges per long rest as opposed to 2.
Yes. Very powerful goblin over here. Excuse me, goblin giant. Danielus, level 3. What's happening for you?
Yes, I have acquired the Beast of the Land, so this will give me access to use Barkus if he's ever revived, and then he can also be in combat and used.
Yes. Yeah, that's definitely the main event there. Okay, very good, gentlemen. With that, you wake up in the morning. You have a couple of things on the agenda. What's first?
I bust out the door and I run to Guy Fang's house.
Okay.
Fang's-
How are you feeling this morning, Diedrich? Anything worse? Same old, same old?
My God. Thank
Thank
you,
you.
Farron. Diedrich, please
Yeah.
roll a d20.
Fuck. Thank you,
And
Farron.
you can just do
It
this
was
through
going to
Roll20.
happen regardless, and also I didn't know this was going to happen. I was just actually trying to make
What does
conversation.
that mean?
Oh, nat 20! Nat 20! Nat 20!
And he's
Okay.
What was
cured.
that for?
Next, you know, he's super corrupted.
You do not gain a level of contamination.
Hey, you're welcome. See, there's that nat 20 you wanted.
Yeah, I was hoping a nat 20 would just cure it, but I'll take not getting worse.
So by the way, is everyone gonna go with Daniels to Guy Fong?
I know
Yeah,
no one
I
else in
am.
this city. I'll go with the group.
Fine, I guess I'm
Diedrich's
banging
going.
on the door bright and early in the morning. I'm like, get up, get up, get up.
Yeah. I mean, it's on the way out of the village. I'm just trying to avoid splitting the
true.
party at this point. So
Yeah.
just
I'm bright and chipper and I'm ready to go.
I was thinking about staying and working on my homunculus servant.
So I don't believe you have to stay and work on that.
Okay,
So are you activating it right now?
Yeah, I'm using the
He stayed up all night.
Okay.
delirium.
So here's the way I imagine it. So Bulk, if you guys haven't figured out, is quite the eccentric craftsman. A very weird dude, you could say. So Bulk, the next morning, he kind of pulls out of his backpack the shell of a of a creature, which you guys have probably just have no knowledge of even what this looks like. So he pulls it out, and it has a humanoid shape to it. And
Can you make
it
it full
kind of
screen again? I'm sorry.
yes, I can. There we go. So I pulled it up. So just imagine this with none of the lights that are going on right now. So he's pulled out a lifeless shell, and he has set it in front of himself. Bulk, I assume you are going to place the delirium fragment inside of the
Sure.
creature.
One fragment or
Um,
2 fragments?
One fragment. One fragment. So he places the delirium fragment inside of the head of the creature, and he starts reciting some incantations. And he is bringing to life his homunculus servant. So everyone can click off of that screen if they had it pulled up. Bulk, congratulations. You have just triggered the first arcane anomaly of the campaign.
An
So,
arcane
Yay!
anomaly?
yes. So as Bulk is kind of waving his arms, and I mean, I'll let you describe it, Bulk. I mean, what does the kind of spell look like? Are you doing anything particular? Maybe you're ringing your bells. I'll just let you kind of
Yeah.
be free with it.
There's like bell ringing and like some serpent like.
Ah, yes, fantastic. So as Bulk does this, the creature, you can see the delirium fragment. So I imagine it's kind of like a clear screen, and you can see the fragment inside of it. So the fragment starts to shine a bright octarine glow, and it starts to levitate inside the center of the kind of container, and it starts to shake, and a massive delirium or a massive like blinding light kind of erupts from the creature, and you guys are all kind of like taken aback and blinded for a moment. And the arcane anomaly, Bulk, if you could please roll me a d20,
Oh boy.
and you can do this through roll 20, and we'll see what happens.
It says custom roll equals 20 on my screen, but it didn't do it into the thing.
Do roll 20 on the left hand side,
Yeah, roll 20.
Yeah.
and then go to the D21, and then just click on it.
That's what I did.
Okay, I'll roll it for you. Let's see what happens. Let's keep things moving. 4. Okay. So the blast of blinding light has overtaken the shack that you guys are staying in. As the light recedes, and you guys kind of rub your eyes and regain your vision, you can see the construct that Bulk was casting over is now kind of hovering in the air through little propellers in its feet. It's kind of just hovering in the air. And Bulk, you are now emitting an octarine glow from your body. It spreads out 10 feet. So basically Bulk is like just like radiating this this purple glow from his body. What are you guys' reactions?
Keeping my
What did you
distance
do?
and staying 20 feet away.
My mom lets us stay here one night.
Diedrich's like super impressed, like really impressed. He's like, I've been
What-
watching this man for forever, and he has not done anything, and now he's doing something.
How do we go
What did
from stinky
you do,
sand to
Bulk?
this purple
stinky
aura?
sand to Super Saiyan
All
Turtle.
part of the plan.
Right.
So, Bulk, what is that thing?
Yeah.
Bulk, what are you doing at this point? Are you listening to anything these guys are saying, or are you just like crawled up to your creature?
No, this is my baby.
Okay. So like I
What-
said, I will allow you to understand the communication from the construct if you give away one of your languages. And effectively, it's going to be like a very prototypical Morse code. So the screen on the creature's on the creature's face, it's basically going to emit. You kind of know how like gosh, how do you say it? Like if you're looking at a radio or something and it has like
Like a heart monitor?
like a little
Tuner.
audio representation, it'll like show the little beats going up and down. So that's
Voice
effectively what
waves.
it is. So yes. So you guys aren't going to hear anything, but Bulk, you will understand this as, "Hello, Master.
You can call me father.
Hello, Father.
My precious
is-
baby.
What is your
Taking it to
will?
my arms.
What is your will?
Let's go have fun.
Let's have fun. Let's have fun. Let's have fun. Let's have fun."
Is this creature also emanating a 10-foot purple glow aura?
It is. Actually, I almost. No, it is not. It is not.
Okay, so it's just Bulk who's radiating this purple weirdness.
Yes, it is just Bulk.
Bulk, why don't you take you and your baby out the door and sit outside for a bit?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
How do you like camping?
So
Let's go on a camping
Bulk,
trip.
Bulk, how did you learn to do this? How did you know that the delirium could create this?
And where did you have that?
What? No, I just had this. Who knew
What
if it
is-
would work?
Where did you pull a shell of a child?
What? It's like my natural instinct to breed at this age of my life.
It's not a turtle.
That's subjective.
The creature is flying around each of you, and it's kind of like looking like directly into your eyes with its lifeless eyes. And you
Is
can
it
see a delirium
dangerous?
fragment clearly in front of you. No, it is friendly to each of you.
Oh, I was asking Bulk.
I'm
Diedrich,
sorry.
Like,
And it can understand
holds,
everything that you guys say.
Diedrich like holds out like a tiny like fork or something, like trying to
Um,
make peace with it.
okay, it grabs the fork, and it starts like cramming it into his
No, don't do that, baby, please.
Whoa, stop! And Diedrich pulls it out.
Let's have fun. Let's have fun. Let's have fun. Let's have fun.
That's not fun.
Okay, so anything else happening as a result of
Alright.
this conversation, or are you guys moving on?
What can
I
it
think
do? Does it like
Let's-
have shoot
What?
delirium? Are you okay, Bulk? Are you feeling fine?
Yes, I'm very excited. My paternal instincts are kicking on.
Well, let's get him to get situated with his paternal instincts. And Danielus, why don't you go get your dog? And Diedrich, let's get
Does
you
he-
fixed.
please.
Does he need to visit Guy Fung now because
I'm
he's
fine.
glowing?
That's a good
No.
question. He is radiating purple.
Bulk, you better come with us and bring the baby.
And maybe also bring your extra shard. You might need it.
Yeah, we might need to make more money.
Okay.
I'm also going to keep a wide 20-foot berth from
Mhm.
Bulk.
Very good.
Yep.
Okay. So are you guys going anywhere else in the city, or are you going straight to Guy Fung?
I want to go straight to Guy Fong.
Okay.
Yeah.
Same.
Okay. Very good. Okay. So you guys step out of the house. You guys kind of give like one of those big stretches. You see the glow of the sun and the glow of Bulk radiating out from him. And yeah, you guys start walking through the village, I imagine.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
Cool.
All
Um,
right,
so you-
Hopefully,
should walk-
Bulk doesn't
can
contaminate
we-
the whole village.
Is there a way
Yeah.
to put like a blanket
Hold
over
on.
Bulk?
yeah, and then Daniels, what were you saying?
Yeah, I was saying, should we stick to the outer edge of the city because he's glowing?
Do we have? I've got a not I have a bedroll. Can we like?
I'll say that you guys can, if you that's basically what I was getting at. So
Yeah.
you guys either use a bedroll or you steal a blanket from Daniel's mom and you wrap up Bulk.
We would never steal from Daniel's mom.
No, my mom tries to come over and is like, "How are you guys after your first day?" And I'm like, "No, we're good, mom," and push her inside and we go.
Yeah, very good. So effectively, Bulk is glowing from every fiber of his skin, so you would have to wrap him pretty much head to toe. It kind of looks
Yeah,
like
we-
you guys are walking with
we-
like a big carpet, basically.
Oh, I was
And Millie Bot
picturing
is
like a
carrying
mummy.
him.
Yeah. But if you guys want to stick to the outer edges of the village, you can absolutely do that.
Yeah,
We
let's
do
Um,
do that
My
as
And I
well.
want
mistake
Millibot
for
to be carrying him and hovering the whole time.
the
she's
millibot.
definitely not strong enough to carry carry
Oh,
Bulk, who weighs like 500-600 pounds. But Daniels, you're a skilled adventurer, and you guys woke up pretty early, so I'll say you guys can make it to the outskirts of the village. Um, only thing is, as you guys do, so as you remember, there's kind of that main bridge that crosses kind of outside of the village, and then there's that little path out to the side to Old Guy's shrine. So right by that bridge, there is the building of the watchtower with the gallows pole behind it, and you do see some new bodies hung up from those poles.
Can
So
we
do you guys keep
recognize
walking,
those
or do you?
bodies?
Um, yeah. You guys can all give me a perception check if you like. Okay.
Oof.
Okay.
Let's go.
Yeah. Very good. Yeah. So even without Bulk's roll, Diedrich, that is certainly, although that is a good roll. So Diedrich and Bulk, you guys definitely recognize this as Bogdan, the bandit that you guys fought on your way before you even got to Drakkenheim.
oh,
So you see Bogdan and like a few other bandit-looking types, like all hung up, kind of next to him. If you guys remember, no, actually, I didn't say that. Nope. So never mind. Yep. So anyway, yeah. So you see Bogdan hanging up.
He's just hanging out.
He's hanging. He's
got what he
hanging.
deserved.
Indeed. Cool.
Okay.
So you, yeah. I mean, yeah. Do you guys say anything or?
Hey,
No.
it's that
Say,
guy we saw.
he got what he deserved.
He ran away, didn't he?
Yeah,
He
He
did
did
say
run
we
away.
would see him again.
he was gonna
He
beat
did.
us up.
He did indeed. Yeah. Very good. Okay. So yeah. So Danielus kind of leads you along the path. Which it's a dirt path. It's kind of about a mile outside of the village. So you're walking a little bit. Peculiarly though, as you are kind of walking through this dead forest, you start to pick up a little bit of a thickness to the air, kind of a swampy smell, and you start to see little patches of green grass and little bits of kind of moss and fungus that are growing on the rocks and out of the ground and whatnot.
That's good, right? As opposed to the delirium wasteland.
All right. Does that mean we're getting close to Guy Fong?
Yeah.
That's what it would seem. Wouldn't Danielus know that though?
Danielus would absolutely know that.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry. Then yeah.
No, it's fine. Yeah. So, yeah. So you guys start to see some patches of green. The green patches start to grow a little bit more and more and more, until you're walking up a hill that is filled with grass. It has grass completely. It even has a couple of live trees. As you reach the top of the hill, you can see 7 standing stones, kind of arranged in a sort of shrine. There are kind of pictographs inscribed on each of the stones. And then you can see a old hut lying down a dirt path. And in the courtyard, you can see, well, to you guys, it looks like a old goblin, but to Danielus, you recognize this as Old Guy Fun. He's standing in a patch in front of 8 fairly large mushroom caps. You could say this would be about the size of your head, all kind of growing out of the ground. And as you guys approach, Old Guy calls out and he says, Danielus, you have returned.
Yes. How's Barkus?
He kind of he does a little whistle, and Barkus, your loyal companion, comes running out from the hut. An old guy speaks up. He says, "Worried I would have to send assassins to kill you." I assume you have the gold?
Yes, here you go, Guy Feng, and I toss him the bag of 200 gold pieces.
It was 100 gold for the record. So make sure you subtract 100 gold for yourself.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Um, and Guy Feng opens it up and he pours it out and he counts every little bit and he says, very good, very good. You have done well, Danielus. Now, this doesn't count all the other times that you've freeloaded from me, but forget I will. And he looks and he sees that you've brought other people now, and he says, "Oh, who are these people? Are these guys cool?
They are.
You know, I have a
cool,
lot of
Guy Feng.
illegal stuff here."
No, my friend who helped me get the money needs help. He's also infected. I was wondering if you could help him.
Which one is it? And what's this carpet?
Hey, that's offensive.
No.
We also have another guy that
speaks.
just started glowing. He started glowing today. He also needs help.
Let me look.
Who's
Do
glowing?
you guys unwrap him?
Yeah, we unwrap them.
Okay. And Guy Feng recoils in horror. What is this? What is this? You bring 2 contaminated people here?
We didn't know if he was contaminated.
He glows purple. You think he is not contaminated?
I knew. I knew I was contaminated, you know. That was a front.
He's pretty eccentric. We weren't sure. He makes things glow all the time. We weren't quite sure.
It's mostly my personality that's glowing.
Can you help him?
You know the price, Danielus. You know the price.
I will pay
20 gold.
100.
300 gold.
For the
300?
both of them?
Oh, Danielus, you pay no attention. This is why you are not allowed to run business with me. 100 gold for components. 200 gold to cast the spell.
No. I've got 200 gold.
I waived the 200 because Barkus is my boy. Many good times I've had with Barkus.
Do you guys have any money?
Nope.
Not 100, but I do know something that one of us has that could be worth 100.
Oh,
What is
I have
that?
extra delirium. Do you like that?
He recoils. You keep those cursed stones away from here.
Oh, you don't want to touch it? I hold it up to him.
Daniels, do you have anything to say to Bulk as he does this?
I'm like, back off. We need him.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Baron, we have to get back into town to sell the last delirium. He could start working on Diedrich.
Why?
So just as a level of explanation towards the purge contamination spell. So the way that this works is that so it only takes an instant to cast the spell. However, so you guys know the contamination levels run from 1 through 6 because you read the pamphlet. For every level of contamination you have, that gets transferred to a level of exhaustion. So it is best, I mean, in a certain manner of saying, it would be wise to save these situations for when you have some dedicated downtime coming up. Because if you're not familiar with levels of exhaustion, so there are no harmful side effects for having a level of contamination. One level of contamination. Let me be clear. If you have one level of exhaustion, you have disadvantage on all ability checks. So it's up to you whether you consider that to be worth it. That's a pretty personal
Diedrich feels
choice.
fine. We will come back with more delirium and sell it all.
Yeah. What about you, Bulk? Do you want to be healed?
Heals from what?
Yeah, both may consider this an upgrade. I don't know.
Bulk
Okay.
will be fine. We will get enough delirium for the both of us.
Right, so
Get-
we need
You
at
can take down
least.
payments.
I'm sorry. What did you say? Ask him if he accepted.
Mr. Mushroom, do you take down payments?
His name is
Perilous.
Fungi Bulk.
Keep these freeloaders off of my property.
Thank
Is
you,
it-
Guy Fung. We'll be
is it
on our
this-
way.
Is it the same cost to heal 1 level as it is to heal like 5 levels?
Correct. It is.
Okay.
It is indeed. Yeah. Now, if you all require any potions, perhaps I can help you. Any spells, I can help. But otherwise, so again, this is something that's in the master shops and services database that I put on the Google Drive. Guy Fung can cast druid spells of 3rd level or and lower for a cost. He can cast purge contamination, he brews potions, and spell scrolls.
Who else? read
Excuse me, he
that?
doesn't do spell scrolls. I apologize. What?
I said, who else read that?
Do you guys want any potions?
I'm good. Diedrich's fine.
I have a potion.
I'm good right now. I just got my dog Barkus.
I love the confidence. Okay, so no one's buying any potions. Bulk, how many potions do you have?
Wiggy,
It's-
you're muted.
I don't got no money. Doesn't matter.
You
All
guys
stays the
sold
same.
like quite a bit of delirium. Nobody has money.
One person has the gold on them, and
I
we also
have
have 2
all the
people
money.
contaminated. So
Yeah.
right
Okay,
now
give
the
me-
money I
give me
have
some
is
of your-
nothing.
Give me some of your potions.
Potion of healing, 50 gold pieces. Potion of greater healing, 150. Which one would you like?
Give me a potion of healing.
One potion of healing?
Wait,
Yes,
we're gonna
please.
not heal anybody, but we're gonna buy potions?
We can't afford to heal anyone.
It's wait, how do you buy potions?
Bulk, we're gonna go get more delirium.
Oh, okay.
All right.
While they're
So
all doing
one
this
potion.
sales transaction, since this area is non-corrupted, can I go around like the trees and grass and look for medicinal herbs with seeing as how herbs here may not be contaminated?
Guy Fung will totally love that you're rummaging around on his property.
He's dealing with sales right now, so
Ah,
who
my
knows?
lord.
yeah, so
Get
Get
you
off my
can start-
mushroom.
My lawn, you must off.
So yeah, you can certainly do that. The only thing you're gonna find is grass and mushrooms of questionable quality. So
I'll take some questionable mushrooms.
Very good.
I bet you will.
Very good. Okay. So Daniel, that's 1 potion of healing.
Yeah, so I subtracted 50 gold.
Okay, subtract 50 gold and then make sure you add that potion to your inventory as well. Okay, so I believe you guys have 3 potions. I don't remember if you guys used one in the previous day.
We've never used potions.
No, I don't think so. I have 2 on.
Okay, so that's 3 potions total. Okay, that's cool with me. If you guys don't want any potions, that's fine. I just want to make sure you guys have the
Hint,
opportunity.
hint, nudge, nudge. Diedrich Steelbelly does not cater to the DM.